welcome to Kinnick Stadium, home of the Iowa Hawkeyes. This crowd is fired up, ready to see some defense, some offense, and because we're in Iowa, some solid punting. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Hawkeyes will kick this away to start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Trying to find some room. It's Evanson. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. A dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Fights through the tackler. Finding some room at the 25. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Trucks through the defender. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he scores. Touchdown, LSU. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kurt.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score on the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Try and muscle for the first down. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
He's going to try to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? The back's got it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either a receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
This is a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball in the back's hands, and now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll test the right side here. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. LSU 7, Iowa 0.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Checks this down to the running back. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
And the Hawkeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's got it near the end zone. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up third and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
They break the huddle for third and goal now. They're 2 for 2 on third this drive. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Ball carrier tackled there. And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Tackle, but first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. Of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And tackled after a small pickup there. Third down coming up after that running play. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Here's the throw deep downfield. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He finds his man. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
Quick juke to get free. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Coming up, second down and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Dumps it down to the back. Clock. Second down after that completion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Defense is coming after him. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Keeps it from the designed run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. He missed it. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. This one will be fair caught. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The back's got it again. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. He's going to hand this off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They'll run it to the right side. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made down the middle. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. Yeah, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback still with the football. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
The Hawkeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They have struggled big time in the red zone so far. Can they punch it in here? Second and goal. They're going to score with a run to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second and goal, and now it's third and goal for the offense.
They break the huddle on third and goal, still looking for their first points of the game. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him right at the 24.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Now it's second down here. Direct snap to the back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Bind the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
He boots it out of bounds. Not very long. That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter.
And after 3, we are all tied up.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down.
Here we go.
Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
The field goal is good.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Catch made on the out route. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the mark. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. He gets into space at the 50. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Here's the second down play. We go with a direct snap. And that run produces a decent gain. The important third down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Caught behind the line. It's Evanson. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Brings up second down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
The defense calling a timeout here, giving this field goal kicker a little something to think about. Here we go, one of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And the game now tied here in the final quarter.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be spotted up at the 40-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Important second down play coming up. Handoff heading left. They test the middle but get stopped. That run goes nowhere.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Hawkeyes will line up to boot it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, he moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, and it's incomplete. A chance for a big man takeaway there, but he couldn't quite hold on. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to pass here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
They're going to run it here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
He hands it off from the gun. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock.
Timeout, LSU.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock.
Timeout, Iowa.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. They feed the fullback this time. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. So here we go. In the final seconds, 1 swing of the leg for the win. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. But you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last, and they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and